The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kamil here. I believe now you should hear me. And so welcome to your first website webinar. Thank you for attending. In this webinar, I will tell you how to go about creating your first website. So it's mainly for people who are thinking about having a website, or they already have a website, but it's a very basic one and they don't know what to do, what they should do next. So that's the main topic. Okay, so let me quickly show you what will be the content of the webinar in more detail. So let me show you the next slide. Come on. Okay, here we go. So in this webinar, I will tell you what is a website really, as some people might not know. What are web pages as opposed to websites? What is the internet really? I will answer that question. You might be surprised how many people don't know actually what the internet is. And most people actually don't know, so you might be surprised. Then I will tell you what hosting is and if you need one. What is a domain and URL, what is the difference between the two, and what is a website name as opposed to domain name. Next thing, I will tell you how you can quickly create a website for free and if it's a good idea to have a free website. And then I will tell you if you need a professional website and how you go about that as well. And then finally, WordPress. Many people have heard about this, but they have no clue what that is. This is something very good. Many people use it and I recommend it as well, and I will show you then how to install it, configure it, and use it. It will be of course a quick presentation because we are limited with time. I will also show you what plugins I use in my blog built on WordPress, and then the prices. So how much should you really pay for hosting and for a domain and then for website. And as some of you might have guessed, I will have an offer for you. I will show what I can do for you. And we still should have some time at the end for Q&A. I believe I should finish in around 50 to 60 minutes, and then we will have a Q&A. I will actually even allow you to speak via microphones. At the moment, I have all your microphones muted. Okay, so let's start. Introduction. So who am I and how I can help you regarding the subject? Well, as most of you, all of you know, my name is Kamil. I have lived in the UK for over 8 years, and I worked for 5 years I worked in IT as technical IT support. So I have a big experience with networks, servers, and all that stuff. And in the last 2 years I've been studying and implementing various marketing techniques, including internet marketing, mainly internet marketing. And in the last year, I started helping businesses with their marketing, including online marketing strategies. And I help them with lots of services, including building websites, creating SEO campaigns, social media campaigns, and so on and so on. So that's about me. I've got lots of hobbies as well that they help as well. Okay, so what is a website from a marketing point of view? Well, I believe when you create a website, you should first look at it from a marketing point of view, even if you're not planning to make money with the website, but still there is some kind of a purpose for your website. So what are possible purposes for a website? It can be just simply to have an online presence. You are not sure what you really want yet, but you might want to have some online presence. Just book your domain. You may also have your website as a brochure. Lots of companies, they spend enormous money on a website, which is simply nothing else than an expensive brochure. From a business point of view, that's not a very good idea, but hey, if that works for them, it's okay. Okay, a website can also be information repository. So it can be something for yourself or for your friends. Again, lots of possibilities here. Wiki, like for example Wikipedia, where people can collaborate together and work on documents. And it can also be a lead generating machine. So if you have a business, I would say lead generating machine that's the purpose of your website. Because what is a business? You know, business is providing services in exchange for, usually for money. And then to generate money, you need to have leads. So if your website is just a brochure and is not bringing you customers, then it's probably a waste of resources. So you need to make sure that your website is a lead generating machine or customer generating machine, which would be even better. Okay, so why do you need a website? For the reasons I've already mentioned, but also for other reasons. It's either free or quite inexpensive, especially if you compare it to other forms of advertising. It's permanent, it's always there, unless the service goes down for a moment, which happens. It's measurable. Okay, how is it measurable? You can measure lots of things on your website. You can have a really comprehensive statistics, who's visiting, when, from where are they going, how much time they're spending, what they are clicking, and so on and so on. And it's adjustable. So if you look at your statistics and see, okay, this is not really working, then you can quickly tweak things. So what is a website really? Well, you might be surprised. A website is a collection of various files, including text, pictures, videos, etc., which are displayed in an organized and meaningful way by a web browser. And your web browser will be things like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, etc. So if you connect it to the service that hosts your websites, or one website or many websites, you would see something like this, just a list of folders and files and nothing else. And then when you access a website, your browser, be it Firefox, Safari, Chrome, etc., downloads relevant files and displays them, and they look like a website. For example, something like this. Well, this is my personal blog. It's a screenshot of my personal blog, and I will use it actually to show you how I built it, what's inside as well. We will have a few minutes to do that. Okay. So what is a website? Again, a website might consist of one or many web pages. It's like a book. A book can have, usually has lots of pages, but if a book has one page, it still is a book, yeah? So there are some websites that consist of only one page. For those, okay, I have a message from one participant who says that he doesn't have a microphone. Don't worry, you can always type the message for me. And also for those, again, who just joined, I have muted you at the end. During Q&A, I will unmute you so you can use your microphones as well to ask a question. Okay, let's go back to our topic. So what are web pages then? Web pages are parts of websites, and they're accessed and transported with Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTP. Do you need to remember it? Of course not. I'm just telling you, just so you pay attention, when next time you type an address, you will see HTTP in front of it. You will know that most probably it's because you are accessing a website. Yeah, so HTTP is for websites, and FTP, which stands for File Transfer Protocol, is for accessing files, like in the example I showed you one slide before that, or actually 2 slides before that. Okay, so what is the internet really? Those who think that know what the internet is, okay, I'll give you now 5 seconds to answer to yourself. What is the internet? Okay, time's up.